Good morning, I'm Mindy.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Danielle.
I'm Cammie.
I'm Maggie, and welcome to
The Rainbow View. Today, we are going to be giving you a snapshot of our curriculum.
Our curriculum in particular focuses on the needs of the LGBTQ community.
A group that has experienced victimization, inequality, discrimination, and being victims of hate crimes. This group is at significant risk of suicide, homelessness, and marginalization.
So our goal as a group is to craft a curriculum that helps support and represent these students, as well as creating a classroom community that's more accepting and leads to a more accepting society.
Today we will be using a cake as a metaphor for our scrumdiddlyumptious curriculum. Now it's time to spill the tea. To make our cake today, you will need a box of mix, a cup of water, a half a cup of vegetable oil, and 3 eggs, as well as some funfetti vanilla frosting.
You'll want to start by preheating your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. This represents the context where our curriculum will be taught. In our case, it'll be a first grade classroom in the Tustin Unified School District. Hicks Canyon is located in an affluent, ethnically diverse community.
Now, this box represents the mixture of beliefs that make up the educational philosophy. It's the basis of the entire cake, just as it stands for developing 21st century learners, inclusion of cultural backgrounds, safe and respectful community, and having student-centered approach to learning. The box is important here too. When you don't know what choice to make, you can always look at your box to guide you. It's the same with your philosophy. Always refer back to your beliefs when you're unsure of a decision. Go ahead and add this to your mixing bowl.
Now you'll pour in the water, oil, and eggs and stir until fully incorporated. Get in there.
Now, pour the babies into an oiled pan and pop them in the oven. For us, the pans represent our broader curriculum goals, which help the curriculum take shape. Ours are students respect each other, students use technology in the classroom, and students work in collaborative groups. Set a timer for 35 minutes. In our case, the amount of time it will take to do a read aloud of Pride, the story of Harvey Milk and the Rainbow Flag by Rob Sanders.
Harvey Milk was an ordinary man, but he had an extraordinary dream. That dream would change history. Harvey dreamed that everyone, even gay people, would have equality. He dreamed that he and his friends would be treated like everyone else. He dreamed that one day, people would be able to live and love as they pleased. With his New York accent, Harvey talked to everyone about his dream. His voice boomed, his body bounced with energy and excitement. Some people listened. A few agreed, most did not. But Harvey's big voice and his big dream couldn't be stopped. He discovered that the best way to change laws was to help make laws. In 1977, Harvey Milk took a big step toward that dream when he became one of the first openly gay people to be elected to political office in the United States. Harvey and his friends planned marches to protest inequality and unfair laws. And just days before one of the marches, Harvey had an idea. A symbol, he thought. We need a symbol that shows who we are and how we feel. Something to carry during the march. Something to make people feel like they're part of a community. Something to give people hope. Something extraordinary. Harvey knew an artist who could help, Gilbert Baker. Harvey asked. Gilbert said, "We need a flag." Volunteers arrived to help Gilbert's design come to life. Together they dipped fabric into barrels filled with vibrant dyes. They cut and pieced and sewed until Harvey, Gilbert, and the other activists had a flag, a flag with 8 colorful stripes, a flag that Harvey hoped would give hope. Rights are won only by those who make their voices heard. On June 25, 1978, when it was time for the march, a breeze stirred in San Francisco. The flag unfurled. The wind blew, the flag fluttered, flapped, and flew. A rainbow as bright and unique as the men and women who walked behind it led the march. Harvey and the people asked for equality. They asked to be treated like everyone else. They asked to live and love as they pleased. They hoped the march would make a difference. More rainbow flags were created. Some of the colors changed. 8 stripes became 6 stripes, but the meaning of the flag did not change. It was a flag of equality. More and more people began to think of the flag as their flag, and they began to feel pride, and they began to have hope. In 1994, Gilbert Baker designed another rainbow flag. This one was larger than all the rest. Men and women side by side carried the flag, a proud mile-long rainbow floating through New York City. The flag wore through the streets, up and down avenues and boulevards, and around city buildings. The people demanded equality. They demanded to be treated like everyone else. They demanded to live and love as they pleased. They were proud. They had hope. They would make a difference. And once, on June 26, 2015, the White House was awash in the colors of the rainbow flag. Equality, pride, hope, love. Harvey's dream became a flag for us all.
Once the time's up, insert a knife to check if it's done. You'll want to check for students' understanding of the lesson by having them turn and talk to one another about how making a flag creates a sense of community and identity in the story while you listen in.
Now it's chill time. We're gonna let the cake cool completely before frosting. At this point in the lesson, students would group up and create a flag that represents them.
The idea is to have students discuss and agree on what their values are and how they can represent that in their flag. They can use colored pencils or crayons, and then when they're done drawing it all together, they will write down what it is that their flag represents below.
When the cake is ready, spread around the frosting to give it a generous coating. When students are ready with their flags, they can come up with a digital presentation.
Some examples include VoiceThread, Canva, Seesaw, Screencastify, Google Slides, or PowerPoint.
Don't forget the sprinkles!
We feel as though this cake or our curriculum serves the needs of our affinity group and fosters a sense of identity and community in our classroom for all students. This is important because as current research by Snap, McGuire, Sinclair, Gabron, and Russell in 2015 shows that LGBTQ inclusive curriculum is associated with a student's sense of safety and fewer incidences of bullying. We hope that we can continue to keep our focus on our students' needs and ensure that a school is safe and a place where all feel accepted. Further research also helps teachers develop their methods and approaches based on the age and content of information that is delivered regarding the LGBTQ community. A study conducted by Meyer, Quartz, Taylor, and Peter in 2018 found that 81% of pre-K to 4th grade educators approve of inclusive education. Our cake aligns with our personal and group philosophy statements.
Now the cake is ready to serve. In the lesson, now would be the time for students to share their work with one another so they can get a taste of one another's values and identities.
This will help them learn more about one another and help them gain confidence in their presentation skills as well as their listening skills.
Just like with your students, we can never know what surprises will come and what students may be battling that's hidden on the inside, which is why we designed this curriculum to begin with.
Today we served up a slice of our Curriculum Snapshot.
Thank you for joining us from
The Rainbow View!
Mirror, mirror on the wall, don't say it 'cause I know I'm cute. Oh, baby. Louis down to my drawers, LV all on my shoes.
Can't wait to say the view, not the rainbow view.
And then she said, peas and carrots.
Peas and carrots. carrots. Peas and carrots.
Watermelon,